Hey everybody, what is up? It's me here, Avialence, and I am here actually to discuss with you Battlefield 3 Premium. So Battlefield 3 Premium was announced at E3 these past couple weeks ago, and it was unveiled and picked up for purchase starting this week. So Battlefield 3 Premium is a premium service for Battlefield players that allows you to get all of the DLC, weapon camos, exclusive weapon unlocks, plus every piece of content that you would normally buy with the DLC 2 weeks earlier. Now there's plenty of perks and benefits, and I'm actually going to walk you through what Premium does from my Xbox screen. So we're going to talk about it, and then I'll show you some gameplay from one of the new close quarters maps and give you some commentary while I'm playing. So as you can see, Battlefield 3 Premium bumps up your main menu experience. This is what it looks like. Everything is now highlighted in gold after you purchase a premium membership, and you have the premium title on all of your stuff, so it's fantastic. Now, you also get a new tab called Premium. Now, this is the quote-unquote unprecedented Battlefield experience. Now, what the Premium tab does and has is all of the upcoming content that you've gotten, what week you get it, and then you also have some exclusive interviews from the developers. Now, while these interviews are not anything too special, they're still there, and it's still a little bit of content that kind of adds and tacks on to the whole value of Premium, right? Now, here's what's interesting. You get a peek at the calendar. Now, the calendar has 6 tabs. You have expansions, which are pretty self-explanatory, unique in-game content like weapon camos, new weapon unlocks, tons of different camouflage stuff, some extra stuff. You also have strategy guides from the developers, premium events, which we're not really sure what they are yet, premium videos, and then bonus content. So with the expansion packs, it's pretty self-explanatory. The first one obviously just came out in June. It is called Close Quarters, so you get 2 weeks early access to it on the 12th of June if you do buy premium. Next expansion pack is coming out in September. Now this is Armored Kills, some of the biggest vehicle maps ever made on a console, which is really going to be interesting. I'm excited for that. Then we also see the 2 other DLCs that are going to be released. One in December called Aftermath, not too many details are known about it, and then one next March called Endgame. So obviously the DLC is going to extend out a while. Now, next you have the unique in-game content. Now, these unique in-game contents are things such as soldier upgrades, class upgrades, basically exclusive dog tags, which you can unlock through completing, achievements such as getting 50 kills with the Scar H and doing 50 repairs with the engineering torch. They're ridiculously difficult achievements. However, they do give you some really cool stuff. Now, the first soldier upgrade, which drops June 12th with the Close Quarters DLC and with Premium, is the knife upgrade and then 6 tags. Now these 6 tags are like I just discussed, but the knife upgrade actually upgrades your combat knife to the ACB-90. The ACB-90 is kind of like a Barracuda fishing knife with an orange hilt on it. It looks very, very cool. So that's what you get with the soldier upgrade for the first thing. Now there's more that are coming, including one in July. And while we don't know what these are, you can look at them, and it looks like we'll get some new guns, some new camos, and some new attachments. So that's coming in July. The next one is more guns, more guns, more guns, and more guns. So really all this calendar does is give you the dates on them. Now these strategy guides are pretty straightforward and simple. They're just simple strategy guides that you can download, talking about being a skilled player. Basically, they haven't really released too many details about it. I'm hoping these are really in-depth guides. I think it'll help some more people who are coming into the Battlefield world. I've been playing Battlefield since God knows how long. way, way, way back when. But these are cool little things that they kind of tack in and add in. So they're there. And you have plenty of these strategy guides coming out. The next thing I'm actually curious about are premium events. Now, the first one was announced, and it's happening this weekend as of today. And it is double XP. So these are just like small events exclusive to premium players. So you have the double XP, just some more double XP stuffs, and then they also showcase coming in August these premium events. Now, are these premium events going to be competitions or different playlists or kind of unique competitive lists? I really don't know. So I'm really interested to see what they kind of do with those. It'd be cool to have some kind of custom modes or something like that where it was all air warfare. For example, 2 aircraft carriers, then you just go to town in air warfare. I think that'd be cool, but that would be a new map. So I don't know. I'm really interested to see what they are, because there's plenty of premium events scheduled every month after August. So we'll have to see and wait until more details come out on those. Then you have the premium videos. These are just like playing tips, small videos from the lead developers and designers. Nothing too like fancy. You know, you can watch them. They have some good information in there, but it's not stuff that you really couldn't figure out on your own if you're a real Battlefield player, right? So there's plenty of different videos talking about, you know, all this other stuff. I'm hoping they actually do some of the making of instead of just tips. Many of these tips we can figure out pretty easily if we are going to pay for the premium membership, because we've been veteran Battlefield players, right? But I'm hoping that they do some more like making of, or some alternate versions or cutscenes and stuff, what they were going to do with the maps or something like that. I think that'd be a little more interesting, but again, that's just my personal perspective. Next, you have the bonus content. Now, the bonus content started out with Back to Karkan, so if you don't own Karkan, meaning you bought Battlefield 3 after its release, you can get Karkan. It's free with every copy so far as I know, so that really wasn't too exciting. However, you look over and there's bonus content drops, and these look like weapon boxes with ribbons around them, right? So you may actually be able to have different weapon camos, soldier camos. That's my estimation of it, but I'm really not sure where it's going to go with that. Now, with Premium and with the Close Quarters DLC, you also get a few new things. So I'm actually going to go in here, and first I'll show you guys the dog tags I talked about. Now, these dog tags are on your right tag. They're at the very bottom of the screen. And these tags, these came with the Close Quarters pack right here, these 5. But you also get some interesting tags. First of all, you get the Premium Soldier tag, so you can be like, oh, I'm Premium member, right? Then you can also go in here and you have different specialist assignments that are really, really hard to get, but you get premium tags for that specific class or that specific weapon. So that's kind of interesting. Not really, you know, hey, go spend $50, I want 4 or 5 tags, you know, but it adds to the pack. Next, I noticed that you actually get weapon camouflages and specific premium soldier camos. So, to show off the weapon camos, I'm actually going to go into my engineer class here, the ARW-R, one of my favorite weapons from the new expansion. But you get to go through here and kind of mess around with a few of these pieces. Now, some of these pieces have weapon camos, some do not. For example, the Scar H does. Now, what's depressing is there's only one piece of weapon camo here. You have Default and Desert Stripe. So you can tell it kind of changes the cosmetics a bit, not too much, but it kind of makes me think that these are what those weapon camos are going to be. These are what those bonus contents are going to be. So you get a few different weapon camos. Nothing like, oh my gosh, I have every weapon camo, because you can see most of these guns still have no camo, which is kind of disappointing. If anything is lacking from the new premium drop and the new close quarters drop, it's more weapon camos. They said, hey, weapon camos, going to be awesome. You get to customize your weapons. And then they only put about 6 or 7 weapon camos in. So what were they doing? What were they thinking? That's where I'm just a little lost. Now, the other thing that they added is appearance camos. Now, these are premium specific camouflages. You have the 2 from the first premium drop, and this is the tactical camo on the American side, the airman camo on the American side. And then if we back out and swap teams here, you also have the woodland oak on the Russian side and the Barakut camo. I'm totally pronouncing that wrong, trust me, I know, on the Russian side. So you get 2 cool looking camos, and this kind of gives you an idea of what those bonus content drops are going to be. You know, maybe they're going to be weapon camos, maybe they're going to be camouflages and stuff. And I don't know, I feel like it's a great idea, and it's big, and I'm excited about it. Weapon camos, extra soldier camos, but the fact that we only got a few of them right from the get-go is kind of off to a menial start. I was a little surprised with that. As I mentioned, you get the ACB knife as well, and when you're in the game, you'll actually get a whole thing, like your whole display name, right? Whenever you kill somebody, or whenever someone sees you kill them, or you get killed by somebody, you'll see premium. So it doesn't hesitate to show off the fact that you're a premium member. It's going to be all over everything. Premium member this, premium member killed you, premium member did this. So it definitely makes you feel special. As with And I think the most obvious comparison is Call of Duty Elite. Call of Duty Elite was a secondary program. You had to download the app separately to access all of its features. Now, what DICE did was combined Battlefield 3 Premium into Battlefield 3. So when you get a premium service, it changes your entire menu and your premium's in-game. And I think that's a very, very big thing for me. Just having it in the game and not having to leave and come back and to check all this. So I was actually really excited. Now, the premium feature also integrates into the battle log, which is available as an app, and then it's on the website as well. So your premium status will be everywhere. You're going to feel special. Now, the price tag on premium is $50. Now, of course, this is worth it, just from a monetary standpoint. But from a mental standpoint, I was a little skeptical at first. I was very skeptical to buy the premium, first of all, because I haven't played Battlefield since late December. And I was sitting there kind of like, I don't know if I want to drop $50. But when I did drop $50, I'm happy to say I'm extremely satisfied. Premium made me believe in Battlefield 3 again. Now, an interesting thing about this premium is that if you have spare points, whether they're on the Origin Store, Microsoft points, or PSN dollars, you can spend that money towards your premium subscription. So with me, I have it on the 360. I bought a premium subscription for $50, right? Now, I already had 1,200 points from a spare card. Well, that knocked down the price, so I only had to pay X amount of points, right? So it's cool in that fact, if you have extra points lying around, maybe pick up premium if you're a fan of Battlefield. It revitalizes it, and the Close Quarters DLC definitely helps it do that. The fact that you get all of the content 2 weeks earlier, plus bonus content drops, weapon camos, soldier camos, I think is a great deal and gives you more incentive. Also, the fact that it's built into the game. You don't have to leave the game and have to worry about this. With Call of Duty Elite, I think, you look there and you're like, okay, so I buy Elite. What do I get? 2 maps every couple days? No. 2 maps every 2 months that are rehashed and redone anyway. Why would I want to do that, right? And I think that's something that is kind of a big deal. So Battlefield 3 Premium and my rating score for it, out of a 10, I'm going to give it a 9. It's built into the game. It's accessible. It makes you feel special. Everyone knows you're a premium member across all the platforms. Also, it gives you a lot of cool stuff that Elite didn't. Now, these are the first 2 subscription-based services we've ever seen in shooter games, right? The subscription thing that you think of most of the time is an MMO subscription, right? Now, the fact that these are shooter subscriptions, they had to do something right. And I felt DICE and EA, even though I'm not too big of a fan of EA, did this right in the sense of, for $50 you get a lot. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Now, why not a perfect score? I would give you guys a perfect score if they had added more. Now, what do I mean by more? Not DLC, not weapons, anything like that. Weapon camo and soldier camo. I'm extremely disappointed that with this first piece of DLC and everything and the whole launch of Premium, you only get 4 soldier camos, technically 2, because you only get 2 per side, right? So you only get 2, technically, 2 new ones. And you only get, I think it's 6 or 7 weapon camos. They should have had a weapon camo for every weapon. They should have had more soldier camos. And I know it would have been extremely easy to do. So that's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. But all in all, I'm going to go ahead and say, guys, if you have $50 and you're a Battlefield fan and you want to get back into it, go ahead and buy the premium. But that's just me personally. Thank you for watching. Feel free to tell me what you think about premium in the comments below, or post a video response. I love hearing video responses so I can actually watch you guys too, instead of just reading a couple comments. And stay tuned for more Battlefield 3 gameplay. I'm going to be doing a ton of close quarters gameplay, like I said earlier in this video, this weekend. And you guys will be able to check out some of the new maps, some of the new weapons, and hopefully open up some discussions. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be talking to you in the future, and have a good evening, everybody.